let's look at the sounds of nature. This was a popular segment on Now Sound 1, and this year we look at these beautiful creatures called bees. They are one of my favourite little creatures. And my family name, De Bee, means of the bees, literally of these. And they have some fantastic qualities. So the wing frequencies of bees move and they aerate the hive so that the honey doesn't crystallise and go solid. Beekeepers live the longest as a profession. There's on average 10 to 80,000 bees from every hive. And then, you know, sometimes you get a swarm of bees on your porch. This is called a travelling hive, and they're only going to be there for a little while, but what do? We spray them and try and get rid of them. What you're supposed to do is get a little plate of honey or just some sugar, and then they'll get their energy, and then they'll move on and set up their nest somewhere else. So they flap their wings at 180 times per second. Now we thought we'd look at bees because they have amazing vibroacoustic properties. So at my home, I measured these Australian carpenter honeybees and I measured their frequency. Let's have a listen. And I thought, let's get the analyzer out. .450 hertz. That is a B flat note in natural 432 hertz tuning. Bang on. Not 1 cent under or over. It was smack on 450 hertz. Now other species, they're generally on a B or a B flat. Isn't that funny? At 450 hertz. But when they land on a flower, they change their frequency. And this is pretty special.
Let me show you what the bee has to do using these tuning forks here. When the bee lands on the flower, it changes the rate at which it beats its wings to just the right frequency. From this note to this one. Middle C. And it's these vibrations that are the key, unlocking the stamens, which open up at the top here and just shower the bee with pollen. Ah, look at that. Look at the amount of yellow pollen on there. Fantastic. Now watch the bee do the same, hitting the middle C note with the beat of his wings and unlocking the pollen.
A major seventh. Isn't that fascinating? Now you think that's impressive. When they go back to their hive, they communicate with their mates where they found the food and they do the woggle dance. Who's heard of that? They do the woggle dance and it tells them exactly where they were, how far away, the angles and all that. Now, not only that, is they can sense sound in their legs and in their antenna. And they do a different frequency with their wings, which transfers to the hive. And it means, listen up, guys, I've got something to say. And it's 200 to 300 hertz. And let's have a look at this. So the antenna up top there senses frequencies up to 500 hertz. And then in their legs there's a join and that senses a bit low, right down to 12 hertz, very low frequencies. Now they make the sound with their wings, that's on the plant, and then in the hive they move their body very fast at that 12, not very fast, 12 cycles a second, and that causes the low vibration, which their legs sense that low vibration. And then they talk to their mates like this. Amazing video edit there to show that. And that's what it looks like. Fascinating stuff. So we did see some evidence of genetic memory where you put a bit of honey in a plate and then some fake honey in another one, put a bit of water and then you jiggle it and then you see the hexagonal pattern. So try that at home. However, there can be some water in the solid state has a hexagonal structure as well. So it's not quite conclusive for us to show you, but try it at home. You'll be blown away with what you see. So that concludes The Sound of Nature, ladies and gentlemen.